Okay. It's been a busy week. We know that one of my favorites, Tesla, is dropped. It had some bad earnings, or they call it bad earnings, but you always look at Tesla as a strategy. And the guys, you got to acknowledge he's probably on the flesh side, he's a genius, but because he blew up a rocket this week. They team blew up a rocket, and they gonna go do it again in June. You know, but it's called SpaceX. He's got this. He sees things that we call normal people don't see. But he's on cutting edge. His cars are still the Mercedes Benz of the EV world, and he got tech stations. To so before we get into that, I want to look at it because anytime we talk about electric vehicles and that bunch, we got to look at the minerals that go into it and what's oil, gas, and whether it's oil, gas, and all this other stuff. We look at EV or regular vehicles. So I'm going to my tool. So I'm gonna share. Let's share our screen. Okay. I use I got my champion behind me, just in case you say, who is that? Who is that person behind you? That's my champion right there. So I looked at this stock because I got another tool that's called Stansberry Research. They research the tool, and these do a little more analysis on the tool too. Both of them do about the same thing, but one gives you their top 10 picks, and then this one right here just you can look at any stock and say, okay, this is what's going on with it. So Stansberry gave me this stock, and they said it's a royalty stock, and they talked about it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna look at it. This thing is when we say royalty stock, it keeps giving you. It's almost like it just keeps giving you funding over and over and over again for this particular piece. That's what's called royalties. You get royalties for your earnings. So this is a royalty corporation, acquire, own, manage minerals and royalty interests across the premium basin in the United States. It says forecast to grow, and then it said revenue grew 206 in the past year, and the analyst is good agreement that the price will rise by about 33%. Dividends is not well covered by the cash flow, and profits form is lower than last year. Okay, so that's what happened to Tesla too. The profits are lower than what it was the year before. So I bid. I said I'm gonna buy about 30 of them, and I'm just let it do what it do. So I bought. Then I went down a little bit, and then I said, I'm gonna leave that one alone because I want to concentrate on Tesla. So this week, so this is the price history of this royalty stock. And they say consensus and all this other. We can read that later. But in last week, it dropped 7 days, 4.3%. And when other U.S. oil and gas facilities or industries, they fell only 2.1. So they fell twice as much. But you got to look at all this other good data that I'm not a financial advisor, but you can see earnings and revenue and all this other stuff, they comparing. And red always mean caution. Just price to peers, blah, 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 significant fair value, analyst forecast. So analyst forecast is projecting this thing. And this is price to earnings ratio versus the peers, and they run on top. You got all these other oil and gas companies, down at the bottom, but this one is on top. So that made me earnings scheduled to grow. Look at these small negative, and this is positive. Then it said price to earning ratio versus industry. They don't, you can look at it yourself. Okay. And they're looking at some more because I'm trying to get to, and they said, well, according to this tool, they saying this one is supposed to be fair value is about $15. I paid 24. They said current price is about 25, 26. Current price about 24. But that was doing that. They did that yesterday, and they say below fair value buy, and they say below they do the analysis. That's why I like them. They just look at the facts. Future growth, analyst forecast. You can see the company versus, industry. Company is up here. Future growth. Okay, earnings rate, so on and so forth. This is the good. Now, this is the debt part. Quality earnings and all that other stuff. You look at this, financial health, they're a mixed bag, but it's not good. 3 out of 6 is not good. Short term, it's not looking good, okay, financially. They say this, the debt level, they got ratio, and then we got to reduce that debt coverage, and then interest cover, okay? So you can see the red is in these two areas. Discovery healthy company, discovered a healthy company, and then, I can go on dividends, stability of payments, they're not stable at this point in time. Noble dividends, they gives about a 7.999. I don't have 100, I just got a few of them, so I'm not worried about dividends per se, but they do give a dividend. And then key information, this is the chief executive officer, and the compensation versus market, compensation versus earnings. He making $10 million, losing money, making $10 million. But he's also making, his compensation package. He's also doing some good stuff. Now he also buying. So you guys, you get out of it. He said, I went in and bought 12,000 shares, 500 shares, because he gonna keep making. Because once this thing go up to 33, he didn't made more. Let it go up to 50, he really made some money. Okay, insider buying, yep, that was yep. And then now you look at it, institutions on, when they say institutions, they talk about your 401ks. Those companies, Vanguard, BlackRock, we'll look at them in a second, okay? Hedge funds, look at that. These are the guys, look, Vanguard, that's government. They hold a lot of government. BlackRock own a lot of government. They put about $133 million of your money. This one right here put another $147 million of your pension money. But they bought it at a lower price. They got it at a good price. So BlackRock extended this. See here, change. They look at the percentages. Vanguard, he putting more of your money in. In other words, he said, I'm putting 500% and more of your money in this thing because I expect it to pop. Look at State Street, all these others down here. You got George, George Capital Management. You got Mellon Assets. You can read them on your own. But see, Goldman Sachs, they went in, they increased their shares by 3,000 some percent. They got 359,000 shares. Okay, compared to the millions up here. But they see that they see something in this company, and they get royalties for that. Okay, they get money. Why the company try to move that target upward? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that before I go into it. We're gonna look at what we did for the week because I really lost about a couple $1,000 this week only because of testing. I kept testing. Now I'm gonna keep testing. I got 100 shares. I had it at 180. It was 100, almost 180 by the beginning of the week, and then it went all the way down to 162. Okay, and then I took it out because I didn't know how far it was going to drop, and then when it got to 162, I put it back in, but I still lost about a couple of $1,000 trying to predict, what's going on. So let's reshare our screen and let's look at what's out there. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm gonna let you look at mine. And this is what I got. I had 50,000. I had over 50,000 in the market starting the week. I had 51,000. Now I'm down like 47, 48. That's how much money I lost. And Tesla holds that much influence in the market. Okay, the market just dropped for a minute. It shocked itself. Now all the pessimistic pull. So there we go. So let's look at this. And then we got 10 minutes. And that's why I wanted to stay a little longer. Normally I'll stay about 5-7 minutes, but I wanted to stay about 15 minutes because I want to explain what I did. Apple, I went back and I bought 10 more Apple shares. I used to have 100 Apple. Apple made me a lot of money last year, but this year Apple has been struggling. So I got at 157. I got 20 shares of 157. This ADDN, I'm trying to, you gotta, that's just one of my dark horses, That's one of the ones that, it's going to slip up on you. So I got about 1,000 shares right now, but I can take it in and out any minute, but haven't done anything. Then you got the AITX. I bought 100,000 shares at six. It's not even a penny yet. It's 68 cents of a penny. That's an AI piece that they heard good news this week. They were down like a penny a share, penny of a penny, and they raced up. And now they're I think they're going to do something. So I got 100,000 shares, but I got for $600, I got 100,000 shares. I can take it out anytime I get ready. But I got another 100,000 shares in my other cash. I'll show you that in a minute too. I want to see what it's do, because it go up to a couple of pennies. If it goes up to 10 cents or 20, 30 cents, I made a little money, made a little bit. Amazon has been shocking. They're supposed to be about 180, but Amazon, I bought them at bottom basement price, and I've been making money on Amazon going back and forth. So right now it's at 106. It went all the way up to like 107 today. And then you got the BSM. These are the ones Stansberry told me to get in. BSM, EC, this one right here, that's another royalty stock. And gold, they say get in gold, and this STR. They say get into these royalty stocks, and it won't hurt you. And right now you can see, they trying to, I got them 24, I got 50 of them. And so it's starting to do something, but all week has been, kind of weak. So I took 50% of it out, because I don't want to skew this. And then AT&T had earnings. The earnings must have been so good. It went down to 17. I got it at 17. I took it out because I thought it was free falling. So now I put it back in. Now it's back up to 80 cents. You can see Tesla went all the way down to 162. So that's where but Tesla, if it got 100, if it goes back up to the 180, I didn't lose anything. It goes back up to what it originally was. So I got it at 162, and I think 162 is its bottom right now, unless something really drastically happens right now. But they're coming out with a cyber vehicle. So I got 100 shares. So they made me some good money this year. I made me almost $10,000, and I took it and I spread it out. Now I'm not making as much. See, I got 6,000, because I done lost it back by putting it on other stocks, and they haven't done anything. They haven't produced anything. And then this is the AT&T 2, the Warner Brother Discovery. I bought it at $9. It was at 30, went up to $15. So I'm still making a little money over here. So let's look at, that's my option side. The option people saying you still got trading power about 74,000. You want to use it? I say no, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use what I got in there, which is that 35,000. I hit it all the way up. When I first started last year, it was like 44,000. Now it's down to 35. So let's see what happened. But Tesla, they had a run. I had it up to 45 again. I had it up to 48 over here. So yeah, it's like a heartbeat, go up and down, up and down. But you got Buffett always say when it go down, you go shopping. It's on sale. So I bought a lot of on sale stock. So let's look at my individual broker. I don't put as much money in here. This is my change I play around with. So I got some ones that can really do some damage. So that's why, Eni, that's that Israel stock. That's that cryptocurrency platform stock. And this is, I got 1,000 of them, but it's at 26 cents. And they already they got to get to $1 by July. They don't get to July, they don't reverse split, they're going off the NASDAQ. So I think something is in the works. So I'm saying they creeping back up. So I think they will get to $1. Then you have this one right here. I picked this up. This is a hospital stock. I picked this up at a bargain basement. Again, it was $1 and something, and then it went up to $2 something. And I said, okay, I'll bite. And because they were going up, they went up like 100% or something like that, because they paid some debt that they owed people, and they took them to court, and they settled out of court. So this is really good. This is one of these health stocks. So I took it, and I ran with it. And VXRT is one of the COVID stocks bad for other day, but they're doing more than they get gummies. So anybody eat a gummy. So if they come out with the gummy, not the pill like Pfizer and all the rest of them, they come out with that gummy. Everybody be taking that. So I'm waiting for them to do what they do. I got 1,000 shares and they got a low float. And let's see what happens. This is one of these ones that Stansberry told me to get to. WW, this one right here is, the stock. And I'm holding on to it. I bought 50 of them because it's at $8. I had it before and it went down. It was $4. But I got out, I said it wasn't doing anything. I got out. So I said, I better come back in and stay there because they give a good dividend if nothing else. Okay, last but not least, I got 4 minutes. This is my business side. The business side, I got a lot of penny stock because penny stocks, they can really run and they get to a certain area. Like the AITX, I got 100,000 on this one too. I bought it at 68 cents of a penny. Right now, it's about 7 cents of a penny. It's not doing anything. This one right here, I bought this one. This is one of these bio stocks. And I bought 100 of them. I just had 5 and it's up to 6 already. This is the oil and gas. Let's see what it does. I might keep it for another week or so. If it don't do anything, get out of it. These are my penny stocks. I haven't done anything. If this one go up to a penny, I'd have made about, 10, 15,000. No, better not more than that. But right now it's a penny of a penny. So if it goes up to a penny, it goes up to 8 cents. I remember one went up to 8 cents. I made $52,000 when it went up to 8 cents, so 5 cents. So I know if this one goes up, I got 1.5 million shares. And this one got pretty good. This is a pretty good bet. You really take a look at that. Okay. This one right here, this one went up to $32 at one point. Then they reverse split and did all the things they do. I waited till they did all that. And then I went in and bought some. I bought 300 of them. Now they at 320. I bought at 307. So they're making a little bit of money. Then you got this one right here is the drone stock. This drones, drones they use over in Ukraine and all that other stuff. So it was 81 cents. So I bought it. It's up right now, $1.09. So I made $85. But I got 300. I got 300 of them. But this thing, you never know. They got contracts with the government. This one right here, this one is not doing anything. Haven't done anything in about a year. But I'm keeping my seed in the ground. I got 2 million of them. Okay. And you can see that's 0. Then now to go penny of a penny, if it goes to a penny, you bet, those are those stocks. Ford, I went in, they're supposed to do something with the trucks. They're supposed to put a lot of money into the EV program. So I bought 30 of them and I bought 10 of General Motors. They got earnings and they give dividends. These give dividends. So that's General Motors. GovOx is one of the dark horses that I like. I've been holding on this one, off and on forever because I like their research. They do infectious diseases around the world. So if they just get one, they had monkeypox and all of the other stuff. So they're going to get back to $1. They got earnings next week. They got to get $1 pretty soon. If they get to $1, I earn a little bit of money, but I want them to take hold. They're your Modernas, future Modernas and Pfizer's and stuff, or they might buy them up. They got a good program. Then you got this one, got 3 million shares, a penny of a penny. They've been trying to do some buybacks. That's Healthy Choice. I don't have any confidence in these things, but I have them there just in case. It's only cost me $300. And then Intel, they got earnings next week. So I'm going to see what they do. So I'm going to they made me a little money. I bought them at 25. They had $30 now a share. But Intel, don't count them out because you got NVIDIA and AMD, but you don't count them out. Taiwan is up there trying to do something. And then you have, this is another penny stock this is like solar. So I bought it at 1 penny. Now it's a little over a penny. So I'm not making any money now, but I got 10,000 shares. And this last one is one of my Stansberry told me to put on my, since it was on 47 cents, I bought about 700 of them. And let's see what happens. Now we get ready. Now we close, the market's closed, and let's see what happens. Okay. I gave you I want to see the whole thing. This is how many shares I got overall in my market. And you can see if I was to take everything out right now, I made $500 today. But I want to get back to that 50,000 mark. But overall, I only made like 300. They said today's trading game because I was taking some out and putting some in. So it's really $300. And people say, well, that's good. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a drop in the bucket, because when Tesla keeps doing what it see, Tesla, now it stopped at 165. Let's see what happens. And now that we're going to after hours until 8 o'clock, and let's see if Tesla going to move even more. You remember before this week started, Tesla was about anywhere between 180 and 190. Now they're down to 162, so they dropped, and they took about $2,000 out of my portfolio with Tesla and the rest of these guys, because Tesla fall, a lot of these guys fall in the market. So I'm a day trader, so I watch it and see what's going on. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay. So see, she waving her hands. She got her hands up in the air. She said, "Come on, sir. Yeah, you my grandfather, but you got to do a little better. That's my future. You working with right there." And I said, "Okay, I try to do. I'm trying to show her how to play this stuff." But that's another story. But we gonna stop for now. We're gonna end it, and we are going to come back again, hopefully, if the Lord will, next Monday or Friday of next week. I want to go both times, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this play out. I'm hoping Tesla by the end of next week be back in at 180 and 190, and then I'll recruit. And some of these others, Intel, I'm hoping it's a good story on Intel, or Intel won't be in the mix. I'm looking at Ford, I'm looking at General Motors, I'm looking at some of the ones that Stansberry told me to get. So let's see what happens, and I'm gonna look at another too. Look at it again. I got some more on there. It's a lot of things going on. Amazon next week, I think, got earnings. So I'm gonna put some more money in Amazon and take some more money probably out of Tesla. If Tesla don't start perking up, because I want to have at least 100 on Amazon next week, because Amazon, I think they're gonna have good earnings. If they don't have good earnings, it's gonna drop like a boat anyway. So we'll see. So God bless you. God keep you. God cause face shining. I'm not a financial advisor, but you stay tuned. Subscribe here. You subscribe to me. It comes right to your phone. You don't have to worry about going in and clicking on anything. It goes right to your phone, and I'll show you the tools, and I'm gonna try to talk you through it, how to play it. This is just another stream of income that you can have by being an investor. It's not a numbers. One guy said it's just like, no, it's not. It's investment. Your pensions is not in numbers. Your pension is in these companies. And if these companies go broke, guess what? You go broke. You're gonna have to work longer. So God bless you. God keep you. God cause the face shine on. And I'll talk to you later. You can call me. And most of you got my number anyway. God bless you.